I'm Leanne MacVeigh and I own and run the Leanne MacVeigh Dance Academy.
Bill Schooler and the company is Odro.
My name's Murray Nisbet, I'm the Managing Director here at the Glentress Hotel.
I was talking to a couple other businesses asking them sort of financing because I'd been to my business bank and they turned their back on me. They looked at it on a whole of me as a person rather than the business. I doubt they even read the business plan, whereas Business Loan Scotland sent out my advisor to my house. We had a good chat, she went through the business plan, and I felt like they really cared and got into what the business was about rather than just looking at purely the financials of me as a person rather than sort of the history of the business and what it would mean for me to be able to do this.
Our business is very much a people business, and it's very much about how do you secure, how do you employ and attract good people, and you need funds to do that. So from that point of view, it was essential for us to survive, not just succeed, but to survive by obtaining and securing funding. We went to our own bank and they declined us simply because we didn't have a profit and loss account that satisfied their needs, and not really understanding that early start businesses don't have a set of accounts to present, and therefore we needed a lender that understood what a new early start business was about, how they grew the business and how they needed to fund that business. And therefore that's where Business Loan Scotland stepped in, because they understood the needs of an early start business. I mean, I found the process pretty straightforward because it's an online application.
I filled out the online first contact form and the advisor phoned me, had a little chat with me in regards to what I was going to use the funding for. So she opened up the whole process and we went and uploaded the business plan and financials and sort of what a breakdown of where the money was going to be spent and how much I was looking to borrow.
I think the overall impression throughout the process, the kind of feeling was that they wanted to see it succeed. The Business Loan Scotland funding was the key really to be able to afford to acquire the site and form a new business from there. Without that Business Loan Scotland funding package, we wouldn't have been able to acquire the site in the first place, and therefore there would have been no opportunity to essentially start the business.
The money then enabled the dance studio to happen so that I now have my very own dance space that I can call home.
The award on the second loan was 50,000. And the reason that we were looking to raise 50,000 was to assist and to help us cover the costs of developing our business, or starting to develop our business in London. So what it has allowed us to do in terms of growing the business is to be able to cover the costs of spending more time in London and speaking to particularly the large recruitment agencies who have got an international presence. So that's been successful, and even in the last few months since we've secured the loan, we've acquired 3 or 4 international businesses.
I got a fund match award of 37,000.
We applied for £100,000 and we received £100,000. I think our experience is that if you see something which you believe is a great opportunity and you believe that it has scalability and longevity, then you shouldn't be scared to look for additional funding, and you certainly shouldn't be scared to look to the sort of government-led organisations, because they are there to support you. And the guys at Business Gateway and Business Loan Scotland, all support us to the hilt.
I'm sure that all early start businesses, if they're similar to us, and I'm assuming that they are, have ambitions to grow. And it's essential that you have a strategy in place, to fund that growth. So I would highly recommend Business Loan Scotland. It should be one of the first lenders that you speak to if you have an early start business and your ambition is to grow that business.
I would most definitely recommend Business Loan Scotland. From the very beginning of the process right up until the end, they've been there, helpful at the end of the phone. I really like that they took a personal interest in my business and they didn't just look at the financials and discard it.